Hey guys, Blaze Gamer here, back with another YouTube video. Today we've got another fight news. So jumping into the first bit of news that we need to talk about is the recent announcement that Yoel Romero versus Anthony Rumble Johnson has been recently called off. It was announced only today. So the reason for this being is because apparently Yoel Romero had a medical test, a medical screening in which he failed due to an injury, due to something wrong with his eye, which is very unfortunate. This fight was only about less than a week away, which is devastating for Bellator. This is going to be a huge event, on a huge card. It's going to make co-maining Bellator 258. Now, I haven't really watched too many Bellator main events, but I was definitely going to tune in and watch this fight. I was very looking forward to seeing the return of Anthony Johnson. He has not competed in about 3 years since losing to Daniel Cormier. So it's been a while since we've seen Anthony Johnson, but I know Bellator is still looking for a replacement. So hopefully maybe someone like Corey Anderson or maybe a Ryan Bader might step in on short notice. I think those two matchups would be really cool. But as for Yoel, I really do hope that Yoel recovers quick and we get to see him back in there as soon as possible. I know it was also said they're looking to reschedule the fight in the next 2 months. So, which is pretty cool, so it won't take too long. But another piece of news that we need to talk about is, regarding the UFC. Diego Sanchez has recently been terminated by the UFC. The UFC have completely gotten rid of him, terminated his contract. So he will, as we discussed in yesterday's video, he's not going to be competing against Cerrone. But there wasn't really, a reason why. It was just sort of said that he withdrawed. Now, the reason why it seems like the UFC has terminated his contract is because apparently him and his coach asked for full medical records. I'm guessing to ensure that when Diego Sanchez does retire and does leave, then the UFC can cover all his medical costs. But it seems to be that the UFC doesn't want to do that. They've just sort of let him go. They don't want to deal with the hassle. Clearly, Diego might have been a bit of a nightmare outside of the octagon to deal with. Hence why he's probably got his name. But another piece of unfortunate news. Even though he didn't really have a great run, as of recently, he hasn't been too exciting to watch or really been. He's just a very wacky, wild sort of fighter. Got a very weird personality. But it is a shame to see him go. But all the best to Diego Sanchez. I know he also posted on Instagram that he's free and he's calling out Bare Knuckle, also Bellator and many other fighting organisations. Whether one will pick him up, I think his best bet would probably be Bare Knuckle. I think he'd do very well on Bare Knuckle. I think he's got the right mindset and the right personality where he could definitely spice things up in Bare Knuckle and bring some more eyes to it. So again, it's been a pretty sad day for fight fans. If you're a fan of Diego Sanchez, it's a shame. He had a 16-year-long career. He's a true UFC vet. Obviously the announcement of Yoel Romero, Anthony Johnson is also very unfortunate. But some other news that we need to talk about is the UFC is also now a public company. So anyone right now at this second can go and buy shares into the UFC and make a profit. I know Derek Brunson was also making memes and also joking about saying that he now owns the UFC, which is quite funny. Speaking of Derek Brunson, has also announced, he also sort of said on a interview that he wants to fight Darren Till next. Now I think this is a very good matchup for Darren Till. I'd love to see Darren Till versus Derek Brunson. This is a fight that I've been calling for ever since Darren Till even announced he was moving up to middleweight. I think I don't think Derek Brunson would like to hear this, but I know that I do believe that he is a true gatekeeper in the middleweight division. I think if you can get through Derek Brunson, he's very well rounded, got great striking, great wrestling. Just a very good fighter to test an upcoming fighter into. We saw Edmund Shabazian fell short a little bit. Ian Heinich fell short. So as I say, he's a good gatekeeper, a good introduction into the division. I think Darren Till would definitely beat him. I think he's got a very good chance. I think Darren Till's power would definitely be enough to sort of short Derek Brunson's lights out. So I do look forward to this fight. I do think the UFC will make that fight. I think it makes sense. If you look at it, Derek Brunson wants to get back into title contention. Darren Till, he's only one fight away from a title shot according to Israel Adesanya, and I think Israel Adesanya has wanted to fight him for a very long time. So I think it'd be a great fight for Darren Till to return into the octagon to, show his well-roundedness, as I believe Derek Brunson would definitely test him in the wrestling department, definitely test him in the striking. So it's a great fight for Darren Till. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. You also noticed that I've had a bit of a channel name change. Now I'll be known as Blazed and Confused. Well, I'll still introduce myself as Blazed Gamer. I just thought the name, honestly guys, I thought my name sounded a bit generic. I just wanted to spice it up a bit, make it a bit cooler. I came up with the name Blazed and Confused. I thought it was a pretty cool name. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like the new name or you prefer Blazed Gamer. As I say, hope you guys really enjoyed the video. I know it's a quick one, but stay tuned for a Dominic Reyes, Yuri Bachezka breakdown and reaction vid. There's some sick fights coming up over the weekend. Sean Strickland's on there. So if you guys didn't see the video I posted yesterday, I'll leave a link down below. As well as I also did post a new video, Jake Paul versus Kamaru Usman. I saw I did another fight news video, so if you guys didn't watch that video, I'll also leave a link down below for that video too. As I say guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and peace.
Tagged by that combination there, and unless they're going to give her headgear between rounds, she better all some scrambled eggs.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing. Look, you even see it. Look, she's got her hurt.
Oh, she landed another strike to the body there. Very smart to work that body late in the fight when her opponent is fatigued. You didn't see a lot. Oh, her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick.
And Calderwood, that is it. Unbelievable.